If you haven't heard, Netflix, one of the hottest new shows on Netflix, The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, man.
If you haven't been watching it, I think you should watch it.
Absolutely.
It's only been out for about a week and a half now. Mm-hmm. It's really, really cool. We're going to give you kind of our review, our thoughts on it. It is a Netflix 10-episode series.
Yes.
It's based on a comic book by Gerard Way.
Who you know from
My Chemical Romance. Yeah, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance went to Dark Horse Comics and developed a comic book. The comic book was called Umbrella Academy. I think they're on their second volume. Mm-hmm. And I have not read the book.
Nope. We have not. We did not get on that bandwagon.
Sadly, did not get on the bandwagon.
I'm upset that we didn't because the show came out, and of course we had to watch it because it's right up our alley.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I'm so glad we are watching it. It's amazing.
It is pretty great. What the show is if you haven't watched it yet, I kind of understand. It's kind of a weird title, Umbrella Academy. You don't know what it's about. It's about a disbanded group of superheroes who reunite after their adopted father, who trained them to save the world, dies. Mm-hmm. Basically, what happens? Back in the 1980s, on one day, a large handful, I think like 40 women gave birth at the exact same time. Mm-hmm. That's not that weird. What's weird is, at the beginning of the day, none of these women were pregnant.
Dun, dun, dun.
They all gave birth, full birth.
Yeah.
And they weren't pregnant that morning.
Yep.
So these immaculately conceptualized children just give birth. There was a eccentric billionaire saw something in this amazing event and went up and bought as many of these children as he could. He went from household to household worldwide and just
offering millions of
dollars to the mothers and bought the children. What he did with these children is he made his own. He trained them and raised them to be.
He was able to get 7 of them.
He got 7.
Not all 30 or 40 of them.
The kids, and started his own, what he called the Umbrella Academy. It's a team of superheroes, raised them up to be the new Avengers.
Yeah,
a little
basically.
super team. Mm-hmm. So, cut to, all of this is now, 20 years later, 20, 30 years later, all the kids are grown up. They've disbanded. They've moved on. The father dies, and so they all come back together for the funeral. That's where the show starts.
Yes.
We've got a whole team of ragtag superheroes coming back for their father's funeral. They all kind of hate each other. You find out that the world is coming to an end, and they all have to unite, join their powers back together to save the world.
And it's just so good. The acting's great. The characters are amazing. The storyline is fantastic. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it stars Ellen Page, Tom Hooper, Dave Castaneda, Mary J. Blige, and many, many more.
So cool.
An amazing cast of characters. Very unique, very original. It's like no other show you've ever seen before. I highly recommend you get on Netflix, add it to your queue, watch it on a weekly basis, power it down. 10 one-hour episodes.
Simple as
it's
that.
Nuts. There's time travel, some very unique, original superhero characters.
Yeah.
And if you can go out and get the comic books, please, you should.
Yeah, we are.
I'm going to rush out to my local comic book shop and pick up the comics immediately. Some of the powers of these guys. You've got one guy who's like half man, half gorilla. You've got one of the kids who can speak with the dead. He can commune with dead people. Another guy has the ability to teleport and time travel. This one guy he's good at projectile throwing weapons. Like he can throw a knife at you and then make it turn and go through doorways and go through a hall and hit you dead on time every time. One girl who can kind of grant, not really wishes. She'll hint something at you and make it happen.
Yeah.
She'll say, "Hey, I heard a rumor. You're gonna shoot your friend in the foot," and you just shoot your friend in the foot.
Right.
Really, really cool original characters in the Umbrella Academy. So, Shauna, anything else to say about Umbrella Academy?
You nailed it. I love it.
Guys,
I'm so happy the show came out and got me interested in it.
If you're not watching it, check it out. Put it on your Netflix queue. It's absolutely spectacular. 10 out of 10 stars, in my personal opinion.
Same here.
So, guys, that's kind of our whole show, live here from San Diego, California. Again, if you're new to the show, guys, please take a second, click that subscribe button. We're here every single Sunday breaking down all of the nerd news, week in review, everything happening in the world of fandom, from movie reviews, comic book talk, television shows, comic book conventions. We try to cover it all every single Sunday right here on Chocolate Comics. And that's about it. Shauna, anything?
No, thanks. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you here next Sunday from Chicago. Have a fantastic week.
Bye-bye.